Hi beauties, welcome to Lady Lay Tarot. In today's reading, we're going to take a look at what is a surprise that you don't see coming, a blessing. And we have 6 piles today for you to choose from. The first is this one, second pile, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth. Take a look at the object and see which one is calling itself out to you. Or you can try rolling the dice 10 to 15 times, asking your spirit guides for assistance in choosing the pile and seeing which of the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 come out the most often and picking your pile that way. So please take a moment, pause the video if you have to, and go to the timestamp provided to check out what you don't see coming, your prediction coming to you by the end of this year. Okay, let us begin. Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to this object here, or the number 1. And the card that flew out as I was shuffling for your pile is the Death card, which means there will be an end to something and beginning to something else, like a new cycle. But we're going to take a look at cards that come through for the predictions of what will be happening for you, specifically soon, what surprise you don't see coming. So I've made some cards and some home cards as well to get to the heart of the matter. So let's see which house this change will be in initially. First off, okay, we have the 3rd house and any other clarifiers. Okay, so we have stress, struggle. That's a theme of what will be ending. And let us take a look at what cards are coming through for the surprise that's awaiting you. I'm going to take a look at some cards that come through from various different piles before I tell you what I am seeing. I just want 2 more from here, but 3 came out. And 2 from here for the spirit. And 1 from here. Okay. So let us take a look at your cards and what has come out. We have the Standing Stones Passage, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, Queen of Cups. Wow, lots of queens here. A Risk, Cobweb, a Carrot, Opportunity or Windfall, Flute, Negotiation, and Grasshopper. Situation in the balance that requires careful handling. Okay, so first thing you need to know is that the 3rd house deals with things of conversation, any stressful conversations that may come up, communication, interaction, such as presentations, for example, or an important conversation that needs to be had with someone, and you are stressed out about that. Maybe it's a struggle to get through to a certain person because they don't listen or they don't meet you halfway with a negotiation. Well, our main card, the Death card, indicates that that struggle will end and a new phase will begin, whereby you will be able to negotiate things with the 7, with the Libra card here. That is also positive for you, a positive development. So this person will either meet you halfway and do some things that are on your terms, or meet you the whole way, give in to you. So you see the passage here, this person is approaching you, even though formerly it was a struggle, it was stressful to get this person to talk or to listen to what you had to say and interact with this person. Ace of Swords is also a card of communication, of a breakthrough. So it shows here with the sword landing in your hand that emotionally or with your words, you will be able to penetrate deeply into this person or these people that you're communicating with in the 3rd house. And even though it's a precarious situation, something that you're nervous about and formerly you had been disappointed by, that you failed at previously, this time around you're going to be very successful at communicating that. And this person or these people, let's say if it's a presentation, are going to be quite receptive to what you have to say and coming to you to hear your thoughts and opinions on this matter. So it depends on the person watching for this pile. If this is a big presentation you have, it's showing that it will be very successful with the Queen of Pentacles. It shows that you have everything at hand, the whole shebang. Maybe you may even earn money from this or other career opportunities from this, or it may lead to a promotion. Conversely, if this is not a presentation, if this is not a work thing, if this is a particular interaction that you've tried to have before with a person, but they were not receptive towards you, they were not meeting you halfway, I see that this time you'll be able to negotiate, convince them. So it really depends on the situation. It could be that maybe you're trying to negotiate for the price to drop, or for the price to be less than what they're proposing. For example, if this is a purchase, something you're trying to buy from another person or get them to invest in. With a risk here, it could also be that they've rejected this plan before. You feel that this person wouldn't allow you to negotiate before, wouldn't even hear of a lower price, or wouldn't even hear of your terms and conditions before. But now with the key here, you're able to tap in and to say the right things emotionally, or trigger this person in such a way that they are receptive towards you. And this disappointment in this friend or person is no longer there because they are meeting you halfway. So let's get 2 cards for a clue as to what the situation may be for those who are still confused about what the situation is about. And also let's take one from this batch as well. Okay. So I like to take flyers because I want to use as little of my own energy as possible and leave it up to Spirit to choose the cards for me, for you rather. So we have Healer. Interesting. This could indicate a situation that gave you a headache before, literally or figuratively. It could even be, for example, for some of you watching, like a surgery having to do with the face or the head, and maybe the price. You couldn't negotiate a price or find a physician for that, but now you will be able to. The communication, the interaction will be successful, and they will negotiate and make it more on your terms, maybe more affordable for you. And let's see what else we have here. We have 6 of Cups. For others yet, This could be a situation pertaining to a friend or someone that's a family member, someone you've known for many years. It could be like you're going to their home or they're coming over and you're having this conversation. It's a person from the past. It's interesting because we had this cobweb card, and it does remind me of someone or something from the past that maybe you've had a falling out with, and they come and apologize and try to do things on your terms and talk it through with you. And we also have 8 of Pentacles. Could be a work situation or pertaining to you not being part of the flock, not a part of the team. For example, let's say someone at your workplace said you can't try out for this thing because you're not qualified yet. You have to do A, B, and C before you can be, and you were struggling and you were trying to move up the rungs so that you could qualify and be a part of this flock, part of this department, for example. And finally, I see that you will have a conversation with the head of this flock, and they will meet you halfway and bring you aboard with the Ace of Swords. And it may feel a bit risky, like, you know, maybe it's the wrong time, maybe this person is still angry or aggressive with me. If I approach them, they would still say no because they seem like a not very friendly or very promising open person to the suggestion. But you'll be surprised because your work will have impressed this person, or your approach will have, and they will think that you qualify to be a part of this team. So those are the various scenarios that I'm seeing for those of you who have chosen this pile. And let me see one more clarifier for the 8 of Pentacles there. Ooh, okay. These just wanted to come out, so I'm gonna take these. We have Vase. We have Man. Okay, so this person in particular may be a man for many of you watching. This person that you feel wasn't formerly open to your suggestions or wasn't hearing you, but with a deep personal strength and peace that assures success. It seems like they've been on a journey and they've seen your struggle. They've seen that you've tried and you've made a lot of effort, and they have grown to admire you, and they have grown fond of you enough to listen to you and try to negotiate things on your terms. So you may think this person is snappy or aggressive or not very receptive towards you, but you'd be surprised that they have grown fonder of you and that they want to meet you halfway. And because of the work that you've done since getting the no from this person, they've seen the growth. They feel like you are a very deep person. You've shown strength and fortitude. You've actually done the work. You're a deeper person than they first officially assumed. So because of the strength that you've shown and the depth that you've shown, now they're willing to meet you halfway because there's a fondness and admiration for you on account of the work that you've put in ever since they first said the no to you about something. So let's finally see if there's any advice that Spirit has about the situation and what you can do. And we have the 5 of Swords. So this is a card of letting your disappointment show, of admitting to your mistakes. So it shows that this person will be more open to you if, with the Queen of Cups, your emotions, if you are more forthright with your emotions and how you feel, be open about your anxieties while still doing the work. Admitting the disadvantages, not playing it down. Yeah, not hiding how something has affected you. doing the unpleasant work, right? Getting to the nitty-gritty, taking on complex situations, right? So don't shy away from complexity is what the message of this card is, because this person will appreciate thoroughness, the depth that you have, the emotions, even though it may not seem that this person might be that way, but they will appreciate the hassle, maybe even your tears or the emotions that you have regarding the situation rather than the anger. But the determination still has to be there, meaning you don't withdraw, you still do the work, but you share your disappointment or your feelings or the conflicting side of your emotions with this person. And it shows that this person will be more receptive towards you, and their stance of cutting you off will end. And there will be a new phase where, with the passage and the healer, healing will begin. And this person will meet you halfway in the interaction. So if this is, for example, presentation, it's saying be honest, share your anxieties, your concerns, your questions. Don't try to look cool, and you will win this person or these people over. Okay, so this concludes our reading, pile 1. I hope that this was informative. This blessing is coming to you by the end of this year. This is a reading for this year, for whatever year you find it in. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you want to support the channel. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to this stone here, the number 2. And the card that flew out as I was shuffling for your pile earlier is the Knight of Swords. This is a clue as to what this surprise thing that will be coming is. Knight of Swords is a card of aggression, of a quick win, a battle, and it shows that maybe this is something you've been vying for, or you've expended a lot of effort to get. Or it could have to do with an issue that angered you in the past. And we're going to take a look at some cards for what surprise is coming your way, what blessing is coming. I've made some cards to take a look at what house this issue may be in, some clues as to what this issue may involve. So let's see. Interesting. We got the time, the love, karma, and let's also take a look at which house this issue is in. And this one flew out, house 6. House 6 is about routines, health. It may have to do with a chore, daily unpleasant task, some practice that you have, some physical practice, some bodily integrity or health concern. And we have the love, karma, and time as offering us a clue as to what this issue may be about. Okay, so something about time as well. Maybe you don't have enough time in your routine, and that issue will be resolved. For example, if you're working overtime and you don't have enough hours in the day to yourself for rest or for cleaning, that is a surprise issue that will be resolved. We also have the karma. It's very interesting. It could also have to do with someone's health being interrupted on account of something bad or nefarious that they did towards you, or their health issue will be resolved because they've accumulated good karma and they've done the necessary things on a day-to-day basis. So now they're getting their just desserts or their positive manifestations because they've actually done the course, like taken the antibiotics or taken the medications. Then we have the love. Could be about an activity that you enjoy, like a routine being resolved, a routine that you will love, a day-to-day practice being introduced, or the development of a habit that will lead you to feeling like you have more energy, whereas you were feeling lethargic before. But let's see what the cards are saying. Those are my initial feelings, what I'm picking up. So let's see. I will take out some cards from various different decks to see what clues are being offered here. As to what the surprise is, what the blessing is that's coming for you. Interesting. We have Queen, Cane, Health. Yep. I did say it does have something to do with health for many of you watching here. Then we have the Wealth as well, showing us that you will save money somehow, or on account of this issue being resolved, you will have more money, more excess money. We have Playfulness. Reminds me of that movie, Stella Got Her Groove Back or something. I don't know why I'm getting that as a download right now as I'm doing this. These cards flew out, so I want to see which. Ooh. Okay, Spirit, thank you. You've chosen them already. We have Inspiration, we have Versatility, we have Optimism. Beautiful. And let's get one more card from here. Official. We have Courtship, Cane. Okay. Beautiful messages here. Okay, so I'm already getting some different messages based upon the cards here. So as we said earlier, with the love, it does seem like you will fall into a healthier pattern with someone who is a love interest of yours. Dating wise, I see more luck. Maybe even a fully fledged relationship, one that is not toxic. Yep, with the health here. We also have the Playfulness, which indicates this will be a time where you and this romantic partner will not fight. It will be a playful, healthy time where this love interest will, with the versatility, be open, be generous with you, and listen to you, and give you gifts, appreciate you, with the inspiration as well. Energizing and stabilizing influence. And the other message that I'm seeing for those who are not looking for a relationship or not interested in having one, this issue has to do with, as I said earlier, more time to play, more time to be at home, more time to do things that you love, such as taking up a hobby that improves your health and stamina and maybe even introduces you to this love interest. The Optimism, it shows less work stress in general. Regal Feminine, you'll have more time to take care of yourself and feel more alive. Your body, your bodily integrity, your mental health as well. And it shows you'll have the funds to do that and the time to do that. Peace and harmony. Especially if you've felt before, or you're feeling right now, you're in a subordinate role under someone's thumb, that you've been doomed, or you have had a bout of very bad luck, or you've had your hair falling out, for example, or you've had weight issues. I see that you're getting gains in those areas, like you're making gains with the peace and harmony. And the official person, like concrete results. Your diet is working, or if you've had, for example, a bald spot that is fixing itself up, because it says health, and it shows that because you've actually listened to the official person here, the doctor or the treatment plan, that you are going to see those things coming to fruition with the wealth. You see it's coming down, trickling down, because you've actually taken the medication correctly, or you have, with the sixth house here, you have done the work, you have put in the daily hours necessary, required, and now you're getting your just desserts in a beautiful way. So the Knight of Swords, which was our main card, shows that you have battled for this. You have gone out of your way to achieve this. And so this is acquired largely thanks to your hard work and bravery. And luck is also meeting you halfway. Rewards come in. So it's like a delicious flavor that I'm getting here, like a delicious time in your life where things are soothing, you're in good shape, and you're doing something that you love, a hobby. Everything is moving so swiftly, so smoothly. All of these cards are so wonderfully positive. There's not a single negative card here. And official person here, another message I'm seeing for some of you guys is it could even be a raise for many of you. That's what's allowing you the time and the access to the daily hobby that you want to take up, because an official person such as a boss or the workplace is giving you the funds, is giving you the excess funds, expendable funds for you to enjoy your out of work hours or to take care of your health. For example, the insurance is kicking in and the insurance is covering this treatment, and because you're putting in the work, you're doing the daily work, sixth house here, this treatment is actually working out, working to your favor, because you're not being lazy about it, and you're optimistic, and you have earned the right and the responsibility to be optimistic, because this is going to work out in your favor. So stay the course, because by all accounts here, there will be peace and harmony and a return to health, a return to more free time, and you've accumulated good karma on account of your good actions, your sacrifices, daily sacrifices and habits, and now it's going to pay off. So let's see maybe two more clues as to what this could be for those of you who are still confused. We have power and principle. Exactly. With eighth house here, it shows that before you were zapped of your power or authority, you felt lethargic. You didn't feel like you could go on in this way, or you were sick. And with the principle, the sixth house, it's kind of like a sixth house effect here, because you gave it your all and you followed the instructions of this official person. Now you're going to be honored, and this treatment will actually deliver the results it was intended to, because you stuck to your guns and you didn't let those dark times win. You followed best principles and values. Yeah, so those are the clues. Let me get one more clue as to what this could be, or any other clarifiers. Ooh, Don Juan. Definitely healthier relationship is indicated for many of you watching here. Someone who's going to sweep you off your feet in a positive way, who's going to be consistent. Dating wise, I see much more luck than you've had previously. The courtship and the Don Juan here. Someone who is open to doing things your way. The Six of Cups, who has admiration for you, who's patient with you. This could even be someone who has an official, is working for the government in some way, in the military, for example, police officer, Justice Department, I don't know, something of that nature. It's just for some of you watching, I did have to say that. That could be what that is indicating. But this person, it shows, will spoil you, will be generous with you, and will try to go out of their way to make you feel happy daily and do things that empower you, give you sustenance and power to go on. Even if you're going through a health situation and they kind of bring you out of that depression or that health situation because they're by your side and they're fighting for you. They're in your corner. And you feel spoiled and happy with this person, peace and harmony. And luckily there's enough money for you to be doing things that you enjoy. You don't feel a lack. You don't feel like you're running out of money. That's the energy that I'm getting here. So if you've had any money concerns lately and you're just skimping, grasping at straws, trying to keep afloat, this shows that definitely there will be more money to go around on a monthly basis for you to do things that are extra, like a hobby, or to go to the doctor, get your checkups, get your treatment plan, which will work out. Treatment will be successful with the health. Could even be a back issue that gets resolved here. Okay. So yeah, because I'm seeing the back here twice. So don't despair because this treatment will work. I hope that this was informative, Pile 2. Thank you for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button if you want to support the channel, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to this stone here, the number 3, and the card that flew out as I was shuffling for your pile is the lovely Empress. Card of fertility, beauty, dream manifestation, all things lovely, cushy, elegant. And we're going to take a look at further cards as to what the surprise entails. I've made some cards for the house of the surprise. We've got the 7th house. Wow. Yes, that is indeed the card of compatibility, of a partnership going beautifully, maybe even making up with someone, or of interpersonal relationship having success. Let's see what else is indicated here by the other cards. Parents, money. Okay. For some, this could be an inheritance or good news regarding a parent. Maybe you're going to be able to afford to help your parents, or vice versa. They're going to give you some money for something important that you have been wanting. Like, for example, if you wanted to buy a car or a house, or conversely, you're going to have excess money to help a parent to put their situation right. But yeah, this is the card of compatibility. It could also have to do with your parents liking your partner, approving of your partner, or of you becoming a parent with the fertility card here. Okay, but we'll see what other cards are coming through. That's just my initial thought. That's the initial download that I'm getting for some of you watching. So let's see what situations are materializing here, what the surprise is. Okay, let me see what other decks are saying before I get into it. Interesting. We have a focus. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Could even be winning some money, or shows health. It shows a ring. There's a heart. Yeah, any of those things. Ace of Wands. Yeah, definitely this is out of nowhere, like a surprise. Bequeathment. Maybe you're not even expecting this. Let's see. Okay. We have these cards. I just need 3 though. Generosity. Yes, I did say that I feel like someone is going to give you some extra money or some sort of money will come to you out of nowhere with the indecision. For example, if you're struggling to make rent, it shows that someone will be generous with you. Maybe a parent or someone who has children will give you the money. Or it could even be a job that's coming to you, because it says news is on the way. And then we have the material wealth card here with the shark. Yeah, and the shark shows that there's a precarious financial situation that you have been going through, or that you are going through. And this generosity is incoming. It's almost like you don't even expect it. It could be from a woman, this generosity, or it's indicating that you are this woman. And the news is on this way, coming towards you at a time in your life where, again, we have the 7th house here, the Libra house. So maybe you needed surgery or something and you didn't know where you would get the funds. And then a person who's close to you in the 7th house, family member or a loved one or friend, gives you the funds with the generosity to make this happen. The focus could even be a paternal figure who does this, but let me see what other cards are indicating here. Wow, funnel. Period of frustration, lessons to be learned. You know, I'm also getting like a professor energy here from this. Could even be like you're afraid that you're going to have to repeat a course, but then you're shocked that they pass you. So you don't have to spend this money on taking the course again. Or with this funnel, it could be like with the Wheel of Fortune, you're playing a game and you come out on top, like first or second place, and you get this trophy. You know, interestingly, we also have the sun here twice, sunrise and sunrise here again. And this shows that after a dark time, the sun is shining again. This may even have to do with travel for some of you watching, with a bird flying. That could be what it is, like you're on vacation or you don't have the funds to go on this vacation. And some last bit of money comes through at the last moment, the generosity. Even though you're afraid you won't be able to make ends meet. And because of that, you're able to take this trip. Yeah. So this frustration, this indecision, this anxiety turns into a wonderful surprise here. You're like, what? I wasn't expecting that with the Ace of Wands. That really is meant for me though, because all of these obstacles were removed. The money was given to me. The money came through at the time that I needed it. And with the 7th house, this house of partnerships, and this house of beauty and getting along with people, thanks to some interpersonal relationship, you get the money to make this thing happen, even though you were in an economically difficult situation. Let me get one more card for those of you watching and wondering what this situation may be about. Just one more card I feel is asking to come out, but 2 cards came. Artist and Damsel. Damsel in distress. Yep, this is a Libra card here, waiting for a knight to provide for you. And this person does come through, is generous with you. With the Artist, for some, because this is a card of creativity as well, the Empress, it could have to do with, for example, a project that you're doing at school, education-wise, or an area of passion for you, which you don't have the funds to do. Like, let's say, just by way of an example, you want to take these courses in art, but it's unaffordable, or you don't want to take this course because it's going to require so much money to do it over again. But that money issue with the course is resolved, is given to you generously by this person in the 7th house, this person who's a friend or a family member of yours. And so your indecision about how you're going to make ends meet, how you're going to be able to pull this off, is resolved thanks to this Libra energy here, this person coming through. And it shows that it's a surprise to you, like you're not expecting it, maybe because you haven't even asked. Yeah. So I want to see what the focus card is about. So I'm going to take a clarifier for that. Ooh, 8 of Cups. This card shows that it's something that you don't even think that you can pull off, like you're walking away from it. You're like, nah, that's not for me. I can't afford it. And the focus card is showing that you're so confused about this thing, like, this couldn't possibly be for me with the woods. And with the wizard, it's almost like a fairy godmother comes to your rescue and says, no, this is indeed feasible. Don't be frustrated. You got this. And you're winning this. And I'm giving this to you. Sorry. Because you deserve it. Yeah. So this person is literally, could be a parent or someone who has a child. Or it could even be that you don't have the money to do IVF and someone who's a friend or family member gives you this money to be able to make this dream a reality. And the period of frustration is over. And you have found your knight in shining armor at a materially or financially precarious time. Let's see one more clarifier for this shark here. What else this could be. This precarious thing. Knight of Swords. It could also be like a deadline, or you're trying to make it to the finish line. You know, like something has to be paid on time, or like I said, it's a travel issue. You have to get from point A to point B. You don't have the funds to do that. And this transportation, this mode of transportation, this money comes through with the generosity. Somebody becomes a vessel. Yep, the Knight of Swords. Like I said, the Knight comes to the rescue of this damsel, which is you. So those are the things that I see for you, pile 3. I hope that this was informative. Thank you for watching, and I'm so very happy for you, for your bout of good luck coming up very soon. If you liked it, please click the like and subscribe button to support the channel, and I will catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to this rock here. And the number 4. This is the card that flew out as I was shuffling for your pile. The Ace of Pentacles. Very positive energy of a gift being given to you. Pentacles are physical gifts. So this may indeed be a physical object that is given to you, seemingly from the sky, out of nowhere. But let's see what else this could be before we take a look at our cards for this surprise. So let's see what's coming through here. Okay, we have health, childhood. We have betrayal. Oh my goodness. Okay. And let's see which house this deals with. The 6th house. Interesting. And so this may have to do with an addiction, is one of the downloads that I'm getting initially before we take a look at our cards. A bad pattern or habit since childhood, or the health situation of someone deteriorating on account of what they did to you during your childhood is another download I'm getting for some of you watching. Like, let's say an aunt was cruel to you and now her health is declining. She can't nitpick anymore, and so she is getting karma for that. And with the childhood, I'm also seeing like maybe an issue where someone betrayed you in your day-to-day, an extended exposure to stress that caused you a health issue like headache, or some sort of autoimmune issue, chronic pain because of the stress that you experienced in childhood and the betrayal. That's somehow being cleared up, or you're getting a lifeline. Those are just my initial downloads that I'm picking up, but let's see what the cards are saying so that we can be clear about the surprise that's coming. Okay, so I just wanted 3 cards there, actually. All right. Forest, vulture. Yep, definitely a betrayal, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you, Axe, forces working against you. Maybe someone at your workplace or in your day-to-day life, someone you see at least 5 days a week, or someone that you've known since childhood, that you've spent every day with as a child, is getting a bad outcome, so they're not going to be bothering you. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. Oh, okay. Wow, the Hierophant. So some sort of systematic change. It could be a workplace thing for some of you watching, or a court case. Then we have the Two of Swords. We have the Lovers. Let's see what else is coming through. I'm gonna take a look at more cards to flesh this thing out. Please, Spirit, tell us, what is this matter concerning? Okay, Page of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Swords. I'm getting that off with her head energy here from Alice in Wonderland. So someone who betrayed you or was like attacking you, throwing attacks your way. Just some nasty energy here that's being resolved. We have the Devotion, the Lovers. Let's get 2 more cards. We have Assertion. We have the Rebellion. Okay. Could even be like sibling rivalry, or a rivalry with a family member that reached a stalemate because they weren't budging on their stance. Forces working against you, it says. Okay, so someone that you showed kindness and gentleness to, but they were still not being nice to you. They were defensive, they were manipulative, and even like using you and throwing you to the wolves is the type of energy I have. Like they're so closed off from you. But I see that they're going to have a bout of bad luck with the Hierophant, like systematically with the law or with an institution. Like let's say they don't get accepted into a job or an institution or a position on account of the bad karma that they've accumulated or the bad behaviors that they have shown towards you. Okay, so with a muddled, unclear thinking, maybe they could even say something nasty in front of someone and therefore lose an opportunity that would be precious to them. Okay, and with the attacks here, it seems like other people will go against this person too and defend you with the assertion against this vulture from your childhood or from your everyday. The sixth house is the house of like everyday matters, routines. It can even be a health situation. Also, what I see here, if this is just a health situation, is either you or a person that is from your childhood, like someone that you've spent every day with, a sibling or family member. They're going to be getting treatment, confronting treatment. So if you felt like that health side of things was being neglected, you couldn't find the right person to tackle this health issue, I see that professional help coming through because someone is taking up the case. This could even be like a case of negligence is the download that I'm getting. Like, let's say you got injured in the workplace, right? And then you get some sort of court case or some sort of money compensation coming after this heated battle. But you have to make sure that you act within the limits of the law, and you have to act in a way that doesn't meet ugly with ugly in order to get this money or this retribution. Because karmically, two wrongs don't make a right. So if you do something similar to this person's tactic and you curse, if they're cursing you out, then you're not going to get the karma to fix this issue for you. Okay, so that's a caveat here. But for those who are confused as to what else this issue could be pertaining to, let me get out 2 more cards. Let me take it out. So please, Spirit, show us what this issue could be. Okay, 3 cards came through. We're also going to get clarifiers. Messiah, Liberator, Midas Miser. Interesting. So with the Messiah, one of the downloads I'm getting is, it says humility or exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. You're all powerful. So this person has an ego or a God complex. This nasty person that's been attacking you. And with the Liberator here, you're going to be liberated from that energy. Even perhaps get money back from this person, or their money with the Miser will be taken off their hands. They will lose an opportunity on account of this vulture energy that they've displayed, that some other people or another person will see. But let me get a clarifier for the Liberator and the Miser. What else could this do with? 5 of Swords. If they've stolen something from you, or if they've tried to steal it. So this could be something that was stolen from you. Like someone took your item from you, but then they're going to be forced to give it back, which shows the Liberator. Like you're getting it back with the Ace of Pentacles and this Liberator. You're being given it back, or they are being forced to give it back by the authority figure, by the Hierophant, or the powers that be, because they've seen that this was unjust and this person shouldn't have had it, shouldn't have taken it from you, or shouldn't have held this position. Okay, so for some, this could even be like, let's say someone else was your parent's favorite, and now you become favorite of your parent because they realize like the games that your sibling has played and that they were lying on you. That type of energy, not that that is the exact energy here, but that's similar to what I'm seeing. Let me see if I could get anything else for this Messiah, who this person could be. Okay. We got the King of Wands. You know, what I'm picking up with this is it could be a Leo or someone who's a fire sign, or even an air sign person that's controlling the situation. Okay. And what's another thing that we're seeing here with this betrayal? Okay, we have passage and healing. So now you're going to start healing from the betrayal that this person has enacted on you. You're coming out of the dark, of the place that this person tried to push you back into. So, okay, let's see what else is coming through with that passage. The beetle, good fortune. Beetles are about regeneration, resilience. So, whereas before you were in a dry spell, non-mild environment, maybe even being manipulated, like gaslit with the muddled, unclear thinking that you were the one that's at fault here, and you're the one that deserves to be treated badly. Now you're going to see that it wasn't your fault, and now you can start healing. And people, it seems, will be more supportive of you against the games of this vulture person, because they will see that you're lovely and you haven't changed throughout all this time. You've still had this kindness to you. You've still been gentle despite this person's aggression. So you have to make sure that you don't meet fire with fire or meet ugliness with ugliness, because over time, this is what's going to convince people that you were in the right here, that you've been consistent with your kindness and with your loveliness, and that you're not playing those nasty games. And then it's going to click to this other person, maybe the Hierophant, the authority figure, maybe in your workplace, or some other people here like your parents, that this other person was the aggressor and they were picking on you. So that's what I'm seeing here. Yeah. In terms of maybe addiction, as I said earlier, for select few of you watching, I see that you're going to be able to battle and win the battle against this addiction that you have with the healing, as long as you follow that program, which is not going to be easy. I mean, it's going to dredge up some hard emotions, as we see with the Five of Swords, loss, feeling like you've been betrayed, you're ashamed. But if you stay the course with the Hierophant, you will be able to change your mind in an impactful way and stop the forces that are disturbing your mind with the Forest and confusing you. You just have to be open to the healing and stay the course and be passionate and kind to yourself and be ready to fight. Take it through to the end. Stay the course, because you will be liberated. Even if you feel like you're unsure about this program, you're going to be happy that you joined this program, because it will enlighten you, it will transform your mind. Yeah, and it will enrich you, maybe even financially. So this may be a difficult course or program to take, but it's very enriching. But it's complicated. It's not something that you want to be doing, but it will liberate you and create opportunities for you in the future. So those are the messages that I'm seeing for those watching for pile 4. I hope that this was informative, and I wish you lots of good luck. Thank you for watching. Click the like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile 5. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to this stone here, and this is the card that flew out as I was shuffling for your pile as the initial clue as to what this surprise blessing that's coming your way is. So this is in the realm of security, maybe even finances. It could also have to do with a house. Some stability is indicated here, but let's see what domain it's in before we look at the cards. So I've made some cards for the house here. Okay, we have the 11th house card and the 10th house. 10th house is a card of work, projects. Okay, and the 11th is community, social activities, or of philosophy, humanitarian ideals. It could even be isolationism, but let's see what other things are indicated here. We have childhood, we have adjustment. Maybe you have not felt stable since your childhood, and now this type of stability that's coming your way is going to make your child self very happy. Or it's an adjustment that was needed, like let's say a repair that was needed at work in terms of your position or your position within the community. It could be a career pivot or a networking pivot that initially you may find challenging to your security. And adjustment is about strategic recalibration. So you might have to do some repairs in your business or with your community, like your friend circle has been a bit of a mess. You haven't made time for that, but I see that you're going to have more time to spend with friends or with the community if you have been putting that off and not really paying attention to your friendships or your community. Okay, so in that realm, but let's see what the cards have to say before I say anything further. Those are just the initial clues. We have victim, queen, alchemist. Okay, so this could be like a situation where you didn't have enough money, or you never felt like you were in the right environment at work and appreciated for your vision. And finally, you're going to be getting that stability at work or in the community. We have yoke. Yoke reminds me of community as well, since it means union or connection. If you felt isolated from a certain community, I see that you're no longer going to be feeling that way. Frying pan, troubles, accusations, perhaps at work, because we have the 10th house there. We have organization, interesting. As I said, work, this Capricorn card came out, which is the 10th house. We have risk. If this is a business thing, I see you being able to secure the group or network, like you starting a business and neutralizing the attacks. I see that that's a very good indicator that this will take off with the alchemist transformation. Like you're going to be able to put in the right ingredients into this proverbial soup for the business, or sell the right products that will be a safe bet or bring you security. If this is a bankruptcy that you're fearing, I see that that won't be the case. You'll get a bailout. Okay, let's see. Or it could even be, let's see, an interest rate goes down for something, so you're able to pay it off. We have 2 of Swords. Something that was blocked from you previously, like let's say with the 10th house here, a job that was not allowed to you before, or a company that didn't give you access before is going to give you that access now. With the alchemist, let's see what other cards are coming through. I just want to, devotion, exactly. And let's get 2 more cards. One from here, which is the King of Cups. Okay, and one for the alchemist here. 10 of Swords. You've been feeling defeated. Okay. So very heavy, depressed energy here. Maybe even with the childhood, like you felt that since childhood you've had this dream or you've had this goal, but every effort that you've taken towards it has been a failure so far. And you haven't had that stability in that realm. So you've kept this dream guarded close to your heart, and you haven't even tried it out. But with the Queen here, I see that you're going to get the confidence and the correct management direction to finally stop feeling depressed or like defeated about this thing, or stop closing your mind about it, and instead to fall in love with that struggle again and succeed at it. And you get a supporter or supporters. Let me see what other clarification I'm getting. With the frying pan, could even be with the trouble accusations. It could even be that your parents or caretakers, people in your family told you, don't even attempt that, you know, like you won't be able to gather that many fans or that many people to make this a possibility. With the ostentation, maybe they told you that you're showing off and you don't have the talent in that arena. And if you took that, it would be a huge risk. You'd do harm and you wouldn't succeed in that. But with the community card here, it seems like the community is going to actually be receptive towards you, especially if you make a small adjustment to how you look at this, like your confidence level. How you frame this will be what makes this a success. Instead of looking at yourself as a victim, as someone who can't pull this off, or as someone like playing it safe. If you venture a little bit out of your comfort zone and you stop looking at this in an anxious way, in a fatalistic way, and you actually put yourself out there and stop listening to that voice from a certain community or your childhood self, or from your caretaker's voice from when you were a child telling you can't succeed at that, then I see that you will actually be able to take this quite far. But let's see any clues as to what this thing could be. If you're confused about that, like what this thing is about exactly. So let's get 3 cards here. And oh, 2 cards came out. We want 2. Okay. We have extremism, independence. We have Tankard. We have November and financial pinch. Okay. So these are clues as to what this thing is. So the first thing I want to say is, the first download I'm getting for some of you watching is, if you've had a parent who was an alcoholic, who judged you, undermined your dreams, self-worth with this criticism, yeah, someone may be born in Sagittarius season or Scorpio season, or this is indicating when this project will take off that you thought was troubled and could not materialize. Okay, so with extremism, it's showing a reevaluation and toppling of critics. You will no longer look at this like, oh, this is such an extreme thing to do. No one will support or believe me, or no one will actually ride with me on this project. With the independence, I see that with Aries energy here. You will be taken seriously. This is actually the 11th house. You would be able to get this community or these customers to respect your vision. Yeah, celebration, fun, enjoyment together. And with the financial pinch, what I see here with the lobster is a necessity to be self-protective and resilient. You have to talk back to that criticism and say a proverbial F you, and convince yourself that it's not an extreme idea. You can neutralize the threats, and that it's actually a safe idea. You can indeed pull it off. It's not something that's going to drown you. If this is a financial thing, for example, I see that it's not that bad. Like if it's a bill that you think you can't afford, it's doable. You'll be able to pay it off. You'll be able to bring funds together to be able to pay it off and calm down. And if this is like organizing a community organizational thing or a business that you're trying to start, I see that it will be received well, and you will be looked at as someone who is successful, and it's not a very extreme idea to take this shot. You'll manage it. Don't feel like you're showing off or that you're reaching beyond your scope. I hope that that's clear to you. I mean, I'm just reading what I see here. I have no idea what this situation exactly entails, but I'm reading the cards as they come. I just want to get one more for the Two of Swords and the devotion from here. We got 3, but I'm asking for 1, please, Spirit. Okay, we got health, the Two of Swords, and the devotion. And I want to see a clarifier for what else that is indicating here. Okay, we have a Prince, femme fatale and the prostitute card. Interesting. Okay. So this is showing that you have the charm to pull it off. This could even be in the arena of love, like you feel that it's a losing game. You are not attractive enough to win someone over, so you're going to play it safe. You're not even going to approach someone if this is in the realm of love, that you're trying to date someone. See, with extremism, there's this childhood belief in you that you're not attractive enough or you're not cool enough to date this kind of person or to ask this person out on a date. You see, with the victim, maybe because you've had an abusive relationship in the past, right? But it's showing that you have the charm to pull it off, and that if this is a work situation, like you are attractive enough to this employer, not sexually, but I mean as an employee, to expect favorable terms, to be able to do the job and to be able to get chosen with the devotion, and that it's not a losing cause with the Ten of Swords. It's not like they're going to reject you. They're actually going to take you in with the Alchemist and put you to work. So that's what that's showing. If you have a reticence to even apply for this position or for this job, like, don't let that hold you back. It's not an extreme thought to even try for this. Don't play it safe, because with the devotion, the Alchemist, and the femme fatale, you have all the qualities here. The bargaining chip to do this work and to be attractive to this employer or for this community to take you in under their wing. So with the community here, for example, let's say you're trying out for a team, right? And you're like, nah, I'm not even gonna attempt this. You know, my childhood belief system, they told me that I'm not good enough. I have a handicap. This is too extreme to hope for. I'm just gonna be showing off. If I do this, if I sell myself like this, if I, give them a pitch about why I should be hired, why I'm good enough, they're gonna turn me down. No, they're not gonna turn you down. You have all the qualities necessary to succeed, whether this be in dating this particular person that you're targeting, that you want to be attracting. All is necessary is an adjustment in your confidence level, in the way that you see yourself, and this money will be coming in for you because you are in your own way, thanks to the childhood limitations in your mind that were placed there by the messaging that you got. But with this small adjustment to your thought process of, oh, I'm gonna fail, I'm not good enough, I'm not pretty enough for this, you're going to actually be accepted and taken in for this project, picked. So I'm not quite sure what the situation is. If this is a team you're trying out for, one example, it's in the bag. You just have to try it out, believe in yourself, make the adjustment in your confidence, make the adjustment in your thinking. Do not think that this is too extreme, that you're not worthy of this opportunity. They would turn you down, because they wouldn't spend resources like money or something on it. With the femme fatale, it shows that you have what it takes. You are seductive enough, and you have to stop blocking your own way. Okay? Yeah, be more of a show off, play up your parts. And with the financial pinch, this is a work situation. I see that you're going to be able to get paid or get in to that position and make more money. Make more money. But you just have to try out. You cannot just stand there and think that this is too extreme to try out for this because you're not worthy of it, you're not qualified enough, and you're going to play it safe. No. It's a risk worth taking, and it will come through for you. So this is the message that I'm seeing for you, Pile 5. I hope that this was clear. Moral of the story is, take the risk. With the Alchemist, you got the secret sauce. you are worthy enough of this, and you will get this opportunity as long as you actually go ahead and apply for it. This concludes our reading. If you found it useful, click the like and subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, Pile 6. Welcome to your reading. You felt drawn to this stone here, and the card that flew out as I was shuffling for your pile is the Four of Cups, which is a card of overlooking an opportunity that's coming to you because you're distracted by something else. Yeah, interesting. So this is a card of lack of motivation. Maybe you're not feeling motivated about something now, or you don't see the opportunity coming in because of a rut. You're looking at these lesser things, and this comes out of the blue, and it's the very thing that you need. Some initial downloads that I'm getting is, for some, this could be a surprise relationship, or surprisingly reconnecting with someone from your past, or getting a surprise invitation, or a chance to work on a project, or something coming to your rescue at the 11th hour. But let's see what this thing entails. We're going to take a look at cards, but before that, I've made some cards as to which domain this is in, like which house. 12th house, Pisces, and the first house. Okay, so this may have something to do with your independence, like you're not allowed freedom of movement, self-expression, or to go somewhere that you've long wanted to go. Or with the 12th house, it could have something to do with hidden fears, the inner world, escapism, spiritual or subconscious blockages that you've had. Okay, but let's see what other things are indicated here. Seasons, and we have disposition. Okay, so the first house is the house of appearance. So it could have something to do with the way that you look. Something positive is going to be developing in that realm of self-image or persona. If you don't like your hair, for example, that problem is going to be resolved. Or the look of something, like the way that your house appears is another download that I'm getting. With the seasons, it could also be that for a while now, for at least a year, over multiple seasons, you've been feeling this anhedonia, this lack of motivation. You're not feeling joy anymore. You can't get joy. Maybe it's an addiction issue also, because the 12th house, it's ruled by Neptune. It's disillusionment. Maybe there was someone that you loved, but you couldn't get that person. But I see another person coming in after this time of like feeling disillusioned with life, and like you can't get joy, you can't get the very thing, the qualities that you want. Okay, so with the disposition, the appearances of things, yeah, like something is improving appearance-wise, behavior-wise. Okay, but let's see what the other cards are indicating. Those are just my initial feelings before the cards come through from Spirit. Ooh, okay. So let's see which cards came through. We have Vampire, Exorcist. Yeah, definitely a lack of drive here, or of being guarded. Yep, it may have something to do with a courtship, like a relationship that has run its course, or that you are disillusioned by, or you were disillusioned with, a funk that you're in, or a partner of yours has some toxic qualities and you can't completely get rid of them or completely get over them. Let's see what other things are coming through here. We have Flag, we have Man. Yeah, for many of you, it has to do with relationship with a man that you've been feeling disillusioned by. Maybe the way that he's acting. Aries energy here. It's giving you all types of red flags, but maybe you're still stuck on that person, or you don't know how to get out of that funk with this person. Let's see. Yep, we got the Aries energy here. Enterprise. Or someone that you're working with, like you're over this person. You've been working multiple seasons at this job, and you just feel like this person is petty and rude and hates you. Or you feel like, if this is a romantic interest, that they've cheated on you and you want revenge. You don't know how to get rid of that anger. It's eating you up inside spiritually. It's making you bitter and more evil and more blasé as time goes on. So that's the surprise that's going to clear up. You're going to exorcise that demon, proverbially. Let's see. We have the Empress card here. Okay. And let's see what else is coming through. I wanted to get these cards. So I'm also getting, for some of you watching, like a revenge body thing here, like with the appearance disposition. Maybe you're just tired of the same old, the way that you've been looking. You're gonna finally put on some weight or lose some weight, blow up, whatever it is that you wanted. With the Sun, okay, it's definitely a male figure. I see for many of you here. That is the cause of this issue. That is the cause of this bitterness. And with the Sun card here, I see God will clear out that obstacle for you. And a new day will dawn where you're just going to be leaving that old behind. Let's see. With the Intuition. If this is a partner that you're currently with that you've grown tired of, their ego will deflate. With the Intuition, I see that you're going to get an intuitive hit that's correct about this person. For example, if you can't quite put your finger on it, if they're cheating on you, you're going to get clarity on that indeed this is what happened, and that will help you move on, or to exorcise this person from your life and stop obsessing. Okay, but let me get 2 more cards. Okay, Queen of Wands. I see a surge of energy, an enthusiasm. And we have the King of Cups with the Intuition. Oh my goodness, again? Yeah. So another download that I'm getting is, if this is like, for example, a boss situation where you feel like you've been taken advantage of, and this boss is a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, then you're going to go over to the other side where this person is an earth or water energy boss. You're going to leave that situation and go over to the one that has the water or the earth energy. You find the less draining alternative with the Sun card here, the warmer option. I'm getting a download like travel out of the underworld. But let's see what is indicated with this King of Cups card. Damsel. Yeah, it's like a call for help, like help me get out of this situation. Wow. Yeah. And someone is coming to the rescue. Now let's get one more card as to what else this situation could be pertaining to, and then we'll get a card for what your spirit guide's advice is. Oh, okay. This one wanted to come out. 4 of Swords. Wow. Okay. Tying up this energy. Yeah, this person, I feel like, has sucked the life out of you. And you're going to realize this depression is not intrinsic to you. It's not something that's caused by you, but by the actions of this vampiric person. And you're going to finally get some help, maybe even like help from a psychologist to break these chains that this person has put you in. You're going to realize that you were labeled wrong. This could also be with this position, like you had the wrong diagnosis. It could be a situation like that where someone said, you're the negative person here, you're in a depression, you're in a funk because of yourself, due to your negative thinking patterns. And you're going to realize, no, it's because this person has put you in a trap and there was something fishy here. And that you could have done bigger things, but they held on to you and they delegated you. They put you in this type of position. And then you're going to be able to free yourself from that person and get your revenge. And I see like you're going to improve your appearance, your job prospects, spiritual center. I want to see another clarifier for that 12th house and the first house here, the seasons. 7 of Swords. Some manipulative energy from this man. You're going to realize or catch on to what was manipulative here that you weren't privy to while you were busy looking at these things here, these red flags or these gifts. You failed to see the trap or what was standing in front of your face, like the red flag, the glaring red flag that this person was enacting against you. The 7 of Swords, the underhandedness, the vampiric thing, that they were hiding something important, an important fact from you. Cloak and dagger. The type of energy I'm getting from this is like with the 12th Neptune energy here. When you met this person, you saw them one way. And then you realize, wow, they've been cheating you out of something important all along. And that you have been going along with their dream while this person is hiding something very essential from you. For example, not that this is the case, it's just an example that popped into my mind. Like, you didn't realize that this person has someone else on the sidelines or they're on the down low. Not that I'm saying that's the case for everybody, but you didn't realize that there was someone else that was a priority to this person. And that's why you always felt like something was off. But then with the first house, it's going to come out in the wash, you know, it's going to, with the observing thing here, you're going to see it. And once you see it, you're going to be like, hell, I need to get out. And you're going to be appealing to people to help you, who are going to untie you out of this mess and maybe even get you, you know, move in with someone else. Yeah, but I want to see one more clarifier for this. Oh, this card had come out. I didn't even see the versatility and the despair. Oh my goodness. Wow. So it's going from despair to versatility. You're going to realize that you're not stuck in this situation. You actually have several different things you can do to get out of this situation. You're going to be able to do it because you need to exercise this person's energy or this person's hold from your life, because something they're doing is very underhanded and it's a walking red flag, and they are doing it on purpose, and it's sucking the potential or feminine, soft, creative energy, the Empress energy, maybe even affecting your kids if you have kids, or your prospects of having a kid, your ability to nurture, okay, your fertility. So for example, if this is cheating, they could bring you an STD, an STI. So you realize, I gotta get out. This person is dangerous. Like, it's not just that I'm being paranoid. The hunch is correct. Okay? And the red flag is my intuition is right. There's something toxic about this courtship. And I need help, and I'm gonna get help. And you are able to like bounce out of that situation. With the despair, you're not stuck. Yeah. So, for example, if this is not about a person, but about a partnership, let's say like you're in a business with someone and you feel like this colleague is two-faced and there's something false about them, you're going to get clear signs that indeed your initial hunch, your intuition was right. Like this person was actually blocking your blessings and blocking your path and trying to take credit solely for things that you guys did in unison, or the work that you did. And then once you see that clearly, you're going to be able to like stop beating yourself up about it and actually get up, get out, and take some actions that take you away from this suppressed or blasé state where you've been blaming yourself and thinking that this is all in your head, this is a depression, because you're going to see that they're actually underhanded and suppressing you and keen on betraying you and full of red flags. Yeah. So with the Enterprise, I just want to get one more message from Spirit about this. Let's see. Child magical. The seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible. Yeah, you're going to actually get back that happiness, that magic that you had initially before this blasé, before this anger and anxiety and just lack of joy set in. And if you get back out on the dating scene, or let's say in the job realm, you're going to be much happier. You're going to get more opportunities. 5, I'm seeing 5 different separate opportunities, maybe even 7 or 6. Okay, 6. Yeah, see, it says pessimism, depression, and disbelief, right? That's what you had before. So you're going from that into this child magical energy because you realize like you need help. This person was trapping you, and actually you're not as trapped as you led yourself to believe. You're not as helpless as you led yourself to believe. There are courses of action that you can take to get rid of this person or force in your life. Even if it's an addiction that you've had for several seasons. Yeah. Yeah. And if this is has something to do with your appearance, like you don't feel good enough about yourself, let's say this is an ED, eating disorder or something, I see that you're going to be able to get help for that, and you're going to have more management of your predilections and be able to exercise that demon and get the proper help to untie yourself from this situation thanks to a partnership. So you're going to realize what that blasé, that depression that you've been having for at least a year, what that's truly about, and that your intuition was right to the cause of that, and that you've been hiding and not wanting to see the truth about how this is sucking your energy, this person is. So I hope that this was informative, Pile 6. If you enjoyed your reading, click the like and subscribe to support the channel, and I wish you much luck, many blessings, much light, and hope to catch you later. Bye.